everyone is ready for this. If what I'm about to share resonates with you, it's a sign that you're already on a path of awakening. So, you think you know the Torah? The first 5 books of the Bible, the foundation of Judeo-Christian belief. Most of us see it as a collection of stories, laws, and history. But what if I told you that's just the surface? What if the literal text is just a garment, a cloak hiding something infinitely more profound? This is the ancient secret of Pardes. It's not a place, but a method, an acronym for 4 distinct levels of understanding the scripture. PRD, Peshat, Remez, Drash, and Sod. Each letter unlocks a deeper layer of reality, and today we're going on a journey through all of them. Let's start with Peshat. P for Peshat, this is the simple, literal meaning, the plain sense of the text. When the Torah says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, Peshat is exactly that. It's the story of creation in 6 days, Adam and Eve in the garden, Noah and the flood. This is the level we learn in Sunday school. It's the foundation, the historical and narrative context. It's essential, but it's only the first step. To stop here is like looking at a beautiful, locked treasure chest and only ever admiring the woodwork. You're missing the jewels inside. So let's turn the key. The second level is Remez. R for Remez. This means hint or allusion. Here, we start to see that the text is pointing to something beyond itself. The stories and laws contain allegorical or symbolic meanings. Think about the story of Abraham being asked to sacrifice his son, Isaac. On the Peshat level, it's a dramatic test of faith. But on the Remez level, it's a hint of a deeper principle. It hints at the idea of sacrificing our own ego, our self, for a higher divine purpose. It's about letting go of what we hold most dear to connect with the infinite. The details in the text, the specific words used, the numbers, they all become clues, hints pointing towards a deeper philosophical truth. The text begins to wink at you, inviting you to look closer. Now, things get even more interesting. We move to the third level, Drash D for Drash. This comes from the Hebrew root meaning to seek, or to inquire. This is the midrashic or homiletic level. Here, we use creativity and comparative analysis to derive lessons for our own lives. We connect different parts of the scripture, weaving them together to find ethical and moral guidance. For example, the verse, love your neighbor as yourself. Peshat is the simple command. Drash asks, who is my neighbor? What does it truly mean to love? How do I apply this when my neighbor is difficult? Drash is where we get countless parables and teachings that extract life lessons from the ancient text. It's about making the Torah a living, breathing guide for our daily actions and choices. It's the bridge between the ancient word and our modern lives. The text isn't just a story about the past. It becomes a manual for the present. And now we arrive at the deepest, most hidden layer. The final level, Sod. S for Sod. This means secret or mystery. This is the esoteric, mystical dimension of the Torah, the realm of Kabbalah. Sod reveals the underlying divine mechanics of the universe. It sees the Torah not just as a book, but as a blueprint for creation itself. Every letter, every vowel point, every crown on top of the letters is seen as a conduit of divine energy, a code that explains the very nature of God, the soul, and reality. At the Sod level, the story of creation isn't just a story. It's a coded description of the emanation of divine light into the vessel of existence. The 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet are not just symbols for sounds. They are the fundamental building blocks of the cosmos. The names of God are not just titles. They are formulas that channel specific divine attributes and energies. This is the level where we understand that the Torah is a multi-dimensional, living consciousness. It's a direct interface with the infinite. To engage with the Torah at the level of Sod is to participate in the ongoing act of creation itself. Let's take a simple example and run it through all 4 levels. The first word of the Torah, Bereshit, usually translated as in the beginning, Peshat. In the beginning, God created the world. Simple, literal. The story starts here. Remez, the second letter of the Hebrew alphabet, is Bet, which is the first letter of Bereshit. Why not start with the first letter, Aleph? This is a hint. The sages say it's to teach us that we cannot know what came before creation. Our understanding begins with Bet, with the created world. Aleph represents the silent, unknowable unity of God before creation. Drash, the word Bereshit, can be broken down into two Hebrew words. Barashit, meaning he created six. This is a seek and find interpretation that connects the beginning to the 6 days of creation, or the 6 primary emotional attributes, the Sephirot, that are the building blocks of our personality and the world. It gives us a moral lesson about structure and order in our own lives. Sod, now for the mystery. Kabbalah rearranges the letters of Bereshit to spell Aleph B'Tishrei, or Aleph on the 1st of Tishrei. Tishrei is the month of the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah. Aleph, as we said, represents the one unknowable God. So the secret meaning is that on the day of creation, the divine unity of God, Aleph, was imprinted upon time and space. The entire story of existence is the journey of multiplicity returning to that original unity. The entire Torah, from this first word, is a roadmap for that return journey. Do you see? One word contains 4 universes of meaning. Pardes isn't just a clever acronym. It's a map of consciousness. It shows us how to move from a simple understanding of the world to a profound mystical connection with everything. Pesha is the body, the physical text. Remez is the mind, the intellectual and philosophical understanding. Drash is the heart, the emotional and ethical connection. And Sod is the soul, the direct mystical experience of the divine. You need all 4 to be a complete human being, to fully grasp the reality you inhabit. The world we see is the Peshat. Science and philosophy help us see the Remez, the patterns and hints of deeper laws. Our moral and ethical choices are a Drash, how we seek to live a good life. And those moments of pure awe, of connection, of feeling part of something larger than ourselves, that is our taste of Sod. The Torah, then, is not just a book about God. It is the mind of God encoded in a way that we can access layer by layer. Awakening is the process of peeling back these layers, not just in a book, but within ourselves and in the world around us. It's about realizing that the simple, everyday world of Peshat infused with hints, lessons, and a deep, divine secret. If this exploration has sparked something in you, don't let it fade. This is just the beginning. The journey into the heart of wisdom is the most rewarding adventure you can ever take. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. And for more journeys beyond the veil, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. The secrets are waiting.